Morning Teal Mask players, you clicked into this video because you want to find yourself a Feebas and Milotic. These two happen to be the rarest Pokemon in the DLC, and they have a special kind of trick to finding them in the first place. So let's show you guys how to do that, how to evolve it, and all the good stuff. So there's a couple of things you need to know about this Pokemon. You're only going to be able to evolve it by doing a trade with the certain items that you can find in this DLC. It's a new item that was introduced in the DLC, which is the Prism scale. You're probably fairly familiar with this. This is not too new. It's just trading with the Prism scale is something that's been around. However, they've introduced it now into this DLC, and in the DLC you can find 2 Prism scales. 2. So you got one backup just in case something goes wrong, like your Pokemon gets stolen in a trade or something like that. The sad part is you are going to be relying on doing a trade to evolve this thing, because there is no beauty contest in this game, so that's sad. That's sad, and people will be wanting this. So either way, let's go ahead and show you guys where to find it. The first thing is you're going to want to come all the way up to the top of the mountain right here, which is just north of Musui town, which is where you start. Just go all the way up here. You can go whichever way you want until you arrive to this point here, which is the main crystal pool up at the top. If you're doing the quest line, you will encounter a Milotic here, actually, and you won't be able to catch it, but you will encounter one anyway. Either way, when you do want to catch one yourself, you're going to have to get it from Feebas, and you're going to want to come right back here. When you are here, we're going to go to the southeast of this area. Looking at your compass where north is pointing, go to the southeast all the way at the very edge, and you'll be able to come across this little cave here, which is well hidden, and you might not see it the first time you're here, especially if you're going around and picking up all the items. I didn't, so if you guys don't, you'll be able to come on in here. Now you know where it is, and you're about to drop down here. Now there's 2 things in here. I might as well point it out. Now there's another cave in here on your way down. And this is actually for another fairly rare Pokemon. This is not the only place you'll be able to get this Pokemon, but in here, the first cave, is full of Carbinks. Lots of Carbinks in here, and you can catch this very easily here. Otherwise, you're going to have to get a little lucky finding one out in the wild somewhere like I did. I actually just found one out pretty normally in an area, but it was only one, and I think I got a little lucky doing that either way. But here's a surefire way to get a Carbink. All right. Further down, we will be able to get our Feebas. We're just going to drop right down in here. You're going to come across this little pit with a trainer in it and some Pokemon, but we're going to go find the water here. There's only one way down, but it's blocked by Pokemon, so just go through here and then down a little bit more. And then we're in some water. Now, there's 2 ways down here, so be careful. You want to follow the water itself. All right, so just keep going where the water is into the next cavern. You'll see this little thing here, and this is where the Feebas is. You might not be able to see it here because you actually have to wait for something special to happen. You have to wait until you see some bubbles. It's so bizarre. This is the only Pokemon that has anything like this going on with it in this game, actually. And it hasn't come up for me yet. I don't know if you're only able to catch one or what's up, but this is where you get it. And you'll see some bubbles. You'll see it coming towards you. It might be because I just caught mine, actually, but this is where it is. Looking at my stream playback from earlier, this is the same place, me coming to it for the first time, and you can see these little bubbles happening, or the splashing happening for the Feebas, and that's it. Just stand over it. You will encounter your Feebas just like this in this exact place. This is the only place you will be able to find this Pokemon in the entire game, which is crazy. So it does make it the rarest Pokemon in the DLC, despite there being only one Ursaluna, for example. However, you can get that guaranteed. This is one you have to find yourself. As for the Prism scales, you can get one from doing your Pokédex in this game. It's actually the 2nd reward. It's super early, despite it being quite a rare item. And if something goes wrong, you can actually find another one in the game. I think it was in this area right here, the Fellhorn Gorge. So go around here picking up your items, and you'll find one on one of the banks, and that's it. So that's your backup one. You can only get 2 as far as I found, so just be careful with who you trade your Feebas with. Try to do Feebas for Feebas exchanges, and always check the items and the summary of the Pokemon of the person that's trading it to you, so you can see if they're holding the correct item. That's important, otherwise you're just going to be getting yourself another Feebas. So do make sure they're all holding the correct items if you are trying to get yourselves Milotics this way. That's it. That's how you get Feebas and Milotic and Carbink, just in case you were wondering, and that's some of the rare Pokemon in the game that you'll be able to get from this DLC. And one of the coolest Pokemon a lot of people have been asking about, so good luck getting playing it. You will have to rely on the trades to get the evolution, so hopefully nothing goes wrong there. It will for a lot of people, but just be careful. Like I said, you can check the summary of the other person's Pokemon who's trading it to you, so you can see if they're holding their Prism scale as well, so you both get your Milotics. That's all there is to it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys around the next. Have a good one. Bye.